Hey, hello everyone. Mike with Imperial Tropicals here at the Global Pet Show in Orlando. I do apologize for being late. I think we had scheduled at 1 p.m. today, but better late than never. So it's been a really busy week for us setting up for the show. But I want to show you guys a little bit about the Global Pet Show. Um, it is a pet show for all pets, not just fish. And I would say the majority of what is at the show is dogs and cat products. But there is some fish people here, including myself and some of the other, fish breeders here in our area. So I'm gonna flip this camera around. I don't have my little fancy gimbal, so it'll be a little bit shaky. But this is our setup here. Brian, what's up? So we brought in, displayed some of our haps and peacocks. We got some of the OB Ollie's. Yeah, a little bit of all the different colors of the peacocks. Masobos, you can see some of those guys already starting to turn nice and blue. Zebra obliquitans. You can see a couple of males in there already showing some great color. Our jewel cichlids. A couple of those guys are showing some really good coloration. George, Nixoff, Lynx, SP44s. You see, what I like about these guys is you'll see some males that turn like jet black with the red tails. Other ones, the yellow's a lot more prominent. So that's the African setup. I also brought some South Americans. I brought a few of our, big Geophagus savannae. There's also some of the emerald cories in the tanks below them. These guys have gotten a lot of attention at the show because most people haven't seen, savannae at this size, which is, fully mature. Yes, the SP44 is a Victorian. Yep. We brought some of those Stomopedia pindu. A lot of people had never seen these guys before. One of the few cichlids that are like jet black. We got some Synodontus angelicus, the true angelicus, in there with those guys. Brought in some tetras, got some rummy nose and some bleeding hearts. Those guys are looking really nice. Those guys are doing good. Brought in some cardinals to display. Cardinals are looking really nice. I'm super excited that the cardinals are doing so well at our place because that's a fish that sometimes they are very, hard to keep, but we've been having great success with our cardinals. Rainbows, we got a mixture of Bosemani and yellow rainbows in this tank. And here we've got several types, Parkinsoni, turquoise, millenniums. So that's our display. Try not to fall back. And I know it's a little shaky, people, so my shakiness of my hands from not having my gimbal. I'll walk around and show you guys a little bit of the dry good guys that are here. We got Hikari Foods here, which a lot of you guys know that we're, carrying Hikari and feeding a lot of the Hikari foods to our fish now. Really like their diet. Ruby Reef, Ziegler, couple, companies that I'm not familiar with, Bio Orb, and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Oasis. They had some nice tanks on display. Some nice discus. Got a couple peacocks. Looks like a juiced blood dragon back there. But most everything else is dogs and cats. This place is massive. This show is. In fact, you could probably spend all day walking around it and still not see everything. We got Aquaquel, or Aquel. Talked to those guys yesterday. They got some really nice setups and displays. This is some of their new tanks that are going to be available on the U.S. market, which it's hard to find like really high-end, high-quality tanks in the U.S. Most of what is available at your main chain stores is Aquion or Marineland with just the particle board setups. Aquatop is here. My good friend Steve Chen, who's there with his back turned to us, is speaking pretty highly of those guys and been working with them. My good friend Rick is here. He's not actually here. His brother is with Extreme Cichlid Food. So I'm really good friends with Rick, the founder of that show or that food. Coast Tropicals, importer from the West Coast. SDs. Spectrum's got a big display here. Nothing, too exciting over there. Just mainly what you see in the basic stores. Glowfish. Other than that, I didn't really see anything too exciting. I did see Fluval's setup. They had a really nice setup. In fact, we might walk over there and check out Fluval. So it's going to get a little shaky for everyone as I'm walking. I'm always blown away with some of these setups that these companies do. Like, I mean, who does that? I'd like to have that for my fish collecting. Take that to the green swamp. We'll walk over there and check out Fluval. But like I said, the majority of this show is going to be dogs and cats, and I'm always like amazed at all the just different beds and food bowls and leashes. I mean, it's a huge market. I'm gonna have to come out here so you guys just see how big this place is. I really wish I would have had my gimbal. I always hate watching videos where it feels like you're walking. But to give you kind of an idea just how big it is, I mean, you can see all the way down to the end. And then I think Fluval and them are right up here, so let's go look at those guys. I'm gonna try to get some of these comments answered. PB Aquatics says he's finally caught a live one. Yeah, and this one today, we're at the Global Pet Show here in Orlando. Unfortunately, this show's not open to the public. It's invite only, and you have to be in the pet trade to be able to participate in the show. So we're here representing the tropical fish. But it's still really cool to go to. I like it mainly because I get to see a lot of old friends that I wouldn't get to see if it wasn't at this show, because a lot of the guys in Florida, we all know each other. So it's good to kind of get together with them where we can actually sit and talk about what's going on in the industry. So here's Fluval set up. I really like to one day work with those guys because they always have really good quality products. So maybe that's something in the future I'll have to try to open up some doors with them and work with them. I know most of our customers really like the canister filters that they carry. And they also got a new line of tanks out. They got a really nice booth. You can see some of these setups. Really nice planted tank. Got some live bears in it. see some of the FX series, the new line. So yeah, I do too, Lynn. I like Fluval. They always have quality products. They are a little bit, pricey, but you kind of pay what you get for, and it's you get what you pay for, and that's usually good quality. Yeah, Chevy, it's not too crowded. I mean, this is the first time they had the show in the last, they didn't have it last year because of COVID. So I'm sure that attendance is down compared to pre-COVID times. But even then, because they don't allow kids, so you got to be 18 years or older to be in the show. And then it's only business people at the show. So it does keep it from getting, too crowded with people. And everybody here is either they own a pet store, or they are in the pet business with their products. Maybe they're producing something for the cat or the dogs or hamsters. I saw chickens. I mean, all types of pets. You can see, I think this is the Cichlids group's fish right here. Got some saltwater and some other fish. That's Central Garden and Pet. So we'll go back and look at some of the fish in the show. And I'm going to not be live for very much longer. But I know you guys are more interested in the fish. So let's go look at some fish. Oh, PB Aquatics that we got to meet at Aquashella. Nice. I think next year when Aquashella comes to Orlando again, we're going to hopefully set up a booth at Aquashella. So this past Aquashella, which was only 3-4 weeks ago, we didn't have much time. I was just there for a couple hours, so it's pretty cool that we got to see everybody. And like I said, hopefully next year we'll have even more time to visit with everybody. I'm looking forward to getting back into doing some shows again. Some super red bushy nose. Looks like some cherry spot tropheus. Got some nice angels down here on the bottom. Some peacocks up here. I didn't really see a lot of new fish, that were like rare and exciting. I did see, a lot of nice fish, but I really always like the albino flamebacks. The albino ones are always pretty cool. And then again, somebody else got some rainbow fish. Also got some Synodontis. These actually look like the hybrid Angelicus, which are also really nice. Some sharks. Yeah, like I said, good quality fish. Lots of angel fish being displayed at the show. I did see a really nice strain of angel fish. You guys already looked at my fish here. I saw these guys. They're really nice. I wouldn't mind having access to that strain. That's a nice strain. There's Pierre. David Boozer. Hey. Electric blue Jack Dempsey's. Got some OB Borlei. This was pretty cool. This actually caught my attention when we were setting up. Tank raised yellow tangs. So there's some saltwater guys here, but there's been some major breakthroughs on breeding some of these saltwater types. And that's pretty exciting to see some tank raised yellow tangs. And like I said, there was quite a few fish that were, being bred in Florida that are kind of staple products. in the pet stores, you'll see, nice cherry barbs, tiger barbs, grommies. I did see these. These are kind of cool. I was happy to see somebody breeding these fish. These are the flagtail. So this is a North American native fish that actually we catch them in Florida. It's native to Florida. It's a very angry fish, fin nipper, but they're spectacular. So I like the fact that somebody is breeding those guys. Quite a bit of salt water. I don't know which ones of these are tank raised. I'm sure the clowns are, but I'm not sure about the other types. Quite a bit of different clowns, different color clowns. Yeah, lots of salt water. There's a nice blue tang. Look at that one. Beautiful. DJ's an angry fish. Yeah, that's what they are. Somebody else brought some more rainbows. Those are always real popular. Some tetras. Good, how you doing? Some discus up here. It's exciting. Somebody brought some juiced peacocks, which they do look spectacular. I cannot lie, but not a juicer myself. Plants. This is a good friend of mine. This is where a lot of our plants come from. They do a great job with plants. They got a nice display. More salt water. This is actually ORA. I did see a pretty cool pike cichlid over here. We'll look at some glowfish first. Not a personal fan of them, but I will say that it's been good to bring new people into the hobby that are, maybe their first fish was a glowfish, but I'm more, into the natural types. But it is amazing that, they've been able to create such amazing colors using, the DNA from a jellyfish of all things. So it's cool seeing all the new different morphs of the glowfish. They got the Bettas. So now the fish that does excite me is this Zabrina. Scott, good seeing you. Hey. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that comes from nature, spectacular. That's the pike cichlid, Zabrinas. Comes from Colombia. Very expensive and very rare pike cichlid. These are cool. Those are nice, a nice discus. Got a nice whiptail, little carrier right there. Also some bigger peacocks up here. Nice OBs. And that's about it. So want to just do like a quick walkthrough with you guys and show you a little bit of what we've been doing this week. It's been a really busy week trying to be over here at the show. I've only been over here, a few hours each day. The drive from Lakeland to Orlando has been a nightmare with traffic. So, and that's pretty much all the fish stuff in this entire show. Hopefully, next year, if they have it back here again, which they should, hopefully we get more, freshwater suppliers with products. I was actually hoping to meet some of the other guys with the dry goods because we're looking to, carry more dry good products, and I need aquarium lights. I guess I didn't walk you guys down this aisle. I'll walk you down this one too. There's some Dr. Thames Aquatics is here. Tropical Fish International, which is another West Coast, importer. Got water testing kits here. Sarah Foods is here. So those guys are great. Hey, I'm gonna come by and talk to you in a little bit. P-Jack, Reptile Mac. So I think he's the only reptile. Well, I say that Zoo Med is here also, but this guy's actually the Max Reptiles, has been around for a long time. They breed a lot of their own reptiles for the reptile industry. And that's pretty much it. So not a lot of fish in the overall scheme of things, but it's good that we're at least part of an overall pet industry that, you know, is here to support, you know, ethical keeping of pets. We've got that bill that's in the Senate right now that is a real threat to our hobby. So we got a lot of updates about what's going on with that bill, and it's still there and it's still a real threat. So hopefully, you know, we could get the hobby, and not just the fish hobby, but the reptile hobby all together, and let's let these politicians know that they're going about it the wrong way. You know, we need our pets to help deal with all the garbage that they send down our way with stress and everything else in our daily lives, that we don't want to give up our fish hobby. So but everybody be safe. Thank you for the guys, everybody that watched. I didn't get to go through all the comments, so if I missed something, hello to everyone. And you know, hopefully next Friday I could be back at the farm and do another live feed next Friday. So be safe, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.